Hello, just giving you a quick look at my new Jaragar wa514. I took a bit of a punt on this. I was egged on by a colleague at work and I bought it from a dealer on Amazon for £11.80, which is very inexpensive for a nice watch. It's a mechanical automatic movement and it has jewels in it. It's fairly nice, heavy, deep watch with a lot of movement, straps that claim to be genuine leather, and buckles that contain the branding Jaragar on the front face, and also inside the watch strap. So there's a lot of care been taken over the presentation of this watch. Now if we take a close look at it, it looks like a chronograph watch, and it says in the centre 30 seconds chronograph, although that is in fact a complete fib. There is no chronograph on this watch. There is a 30-second chronograph dial. You can just see that the second hand there is moving past 27, 28, but nothing moves that quickly on this dial. And the 30-second tachymeter scale on it as well is rendered useless by the absence of any 30-second movement. There are three dials that you see there are actually, two of them are a calendar. The left hand one is the day of the week and the right hand one is the day of the month, and the central one at the bottom is a 24-hour hand linked directly to the 12-hour hand. The slide rule works, and if I just refocus, it's fully moved by this crown on the left. There's only one little problem with it, and that's if I line this index up at the top. The light's difficult here, but there we are, that's lined up. If we check out the side, you'll see that it's not lined up there. In fact, this whole bottom right hand quarter of the dial is unaligned, and it gives something like 4% error, so it's not good for critical calculations. But it's a very cheap watch. The automatic self-winder is a little bit reluctant to turn. It might be because it's fully wound now, but you know, it has been kept running all day. I've had this watch for, let's see, about 12 hours roughly, and it's been wound for the last 10. When I wound it, I set it against this digital watch here to within about a second, and now if we look at it, you can see that it is only about a second fast after something like 10 hours of running continually. I'm very pleased with that. I think that's good timekeeping. It's better than other watches I have. And it looks nice. I mean, I was told it would be acrylic, but I believe this is glass. It seems to have some kind of coating on it. You can see that the lights are being reflected in two different colours there. It's nice and shiny, although there is annoyingly a fingerprint on the underneath of the glass. So whoever assembled it must have left there. The quality of the movement, as you can see, it's got little scratches. If I just take my fingerprints off that, scratches, you can see where the work's being done when it was put together, but it seems that everything that matters, all the moving components, are really smooth, and they are properly born. There are plenty of jewels in there. I don't know how many, it doesn't say, but I think it's inexpensive rather than cheap. These buttons here set the date and the day. So this one here, as you can see, is actually advancing the day of the month around once per click. So the chronometer controls aren't completely cosmetic, they've been repurposed. That's today, and likewise this one advances the day hand backwards one day. So that's currently set to Wednesday, today. The loom on the watch itself, I'll just hold it up in front of the light. has only been applied, I don't know if it'll show up, it's very dim and it's only been applied to the hands, so in the dark you will see the minute hand and the hour hand and that little diamond at the end of the second hand, but you won't see the spots around the edges of the numbers. I think that's just white rather than lume of any kind. That's really all I've got to say. It's a nice watch. I've enjoyed wearing it all day. It feels secure. This watch strap isn't as cheap as I thought it would be. It claims to be leather. It might be. There's little bits of black coming off the edges of it, but that's whatever that is. So that's it really. For £11.80 I would say this is completely worth the money. I love it to bits, and if I drop it I know I can afford another one. The slide rule's a bit inaccurate, but it moves really nicely, and for very rough calculations, I mean, it gives you the ballpark, but it's by no means perfect. It tells the time. It tells the time really accurately. It's got a calendar on it. It doesn't have any kind of stopwatch action, but you don't get everything for that price. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And I bought it from Amazon. The reseller was Amazode. I have no idea where they're from, but they sent the thing from China. So there we are. One Jaragar, a vaguely Breitling-esque, pretend to be a chronometer watch. It's not a complete write-off. I like it a lot. Maybe you will too.